right. Hello. Happy Wednesday. All right. So, if you have ever wondered if annuities are just a financial trap, or if there is something that you're not being told when it comes to annuities, then you're in the right place. Um, because tonight I'm going to break down some myths about annuities. And so I'm pretty sure that you have heard all kind of stories about annuities being too restrictive, being expensive, or just plain complicated. But what most people believe about annuities is not coming from real experience or from somebody that they know with the annuity. Um, it's coming from myths that they have heard about annuities. And it's these myths that are keeping people, especially women, from fully stepping into their full power when it comes to wealth building and retirement. Okay. And so I'm going to dispel the myths and get out the truth tonight. Um, and so grab your notebook and something to write with because class is in session. All right. And so, real quick, if you are new to me or to the channel, my name is Katrice, and I am a licensed health and life insurance broker, paralegal, and your wealth architect. And I help women entrepreneurs and professionals to grow, protect, and secure their finances and to build a financial legacy that they can be proud of. All right, so let's jump into it. So June is Annuity Awareness Month. And so all this week, I'm going to be deep diving into annuities so that you have all of the information you need to make an informed choice when it comes to whether or not you want to use an annuity as a part of your retirement wealth strategy. Okay. And so the first myth, and this is the big one, okay, is that annuities lock up your money and you can't access it. Once it's in, it's gone and you cannot get to it. Okay. Now, this is one that I hear all the time. Matter of fact, I just heard this about maybe 2 weeks ago when I was talking to a client about an annuity. And it's not the whole entire truth. Okay. And so the truth is that most annuities do have something called a surrender period. Okay. And this is when a time when taking out large withdrawals can come with a penalty. But it does not mean that you cannot access your money at all. Okay. And so now almost every modern annuity allows you to take out a certain percentage, often 10% per year without any penalty. And plus, there are exceptions for emergencies, chronic illness, and even options for lifetime income that keep paying you no matter what. Okay. So before you commit to an annuity, okay, if you are looking into one, before you commit, you want to ask um, the financial professional that you're working with, one, what is the surrender period? How much can you access each year penalty free? And are there any hardship provisions? Okay. Um, Now, liquidity is about understanding your needs and matching the right product to your lifestyle, not about buying into blanket statements or fear. Okay. So now, if you've heard that myth, let me know. Did you think it was true? Let me know in the comments if you've heard the myth that, they lock up your money and you have no access to it. Okay. Now, the second myth is that annuities are full of hidden fees and they are a ripoff. Okay. And so here's the truth. Like any financial product, annuities do have fees, but not all annuities are created equal. And so now fixed annuities, they often have little to no annual fees. Index annuities can come with caps or spreads, but these aren't always fees. It's just how the interest is calculated. And then with variable annuities, yes, they do have higher costs, especially when it comes to the investment management and the added riders. Okay. But this is where you need to sit when you're sitting down with an advisor or somebody who is a insurance agent or whoever is helping you when with an annuity. One, all the fees should be disclosed to you up front. So before you commit to anything, you need to know all fees, any and everything that you need to know. It needs to be disclosed to you up front. Okay. So ask, can you show me a breakdown of all the fees, both now and in the future? Okay. And then look for the annual expense ratio and any rider fees. And remember that a well-structured annuity, especially if you are wanting guaranteed income, will more than make up for the cost with what it gives back, which is protection, growth, and a peace of mind. Okay. But before you sign your name in on any product, not just annuities, but any financial product that you are looking to purchase, you need to know about the fees, about the rules, about everything when it comes to that product, so that you can make an informed choice to know whether or not that product will be good for you. Okay. So don't be afraid to ask, okay? Because it's your money, right? It's your money. And so you need to be able to um, know everything that's going on before you decide to put your money in a product, okay? All right. And so the last myth is that annuities are too complicated for the average woman. Isn't that sexist? Like, isn't that like kind of crappy? Like, annuities are just too complicated and only experts understand them. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's some experts that sell annuities that don't understand them themselves. Okay, they're just looking to make a buck, and I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so financial complexity is often used to keep women and so many people, okay, not just women, but we're going to stick to women, to keep them from owning their own power. And so annuities do come in different flavors for different people, but the basics are pretty straightforward. You give money to an insurance company, and in return, you get guaranteed income for a certain period of time or for a lifetime. Okay. And so when everything else, the bonuses, the riders, the investment choices, um, those are just details, right? And you don't have to add the riders. You don't have to do all of that, get all of that stuff, right? It's really up to you. When you are sitting down with an advisor, you get to choose what you want. If you want any additional riders added to your annuity, you can. It's just like when you purchasing life insurance. When you purchasing life insurance, there are certain riders that come with the policy, and then there are riders that you purchase separately. You don't have to purchase those riders if you don't want to. And it is the same concept with an annuity. Okay. And so when you are working, when you are looking to get an annuity, first of all, you want to work with somebody who takes the time to explain everything to you, okay? To answer any and all questions that you have. No question is stupid. You need to know this question before you purchase, okay? You don't want somebody who is kind of trying to hurry up and rush you through the process. Somebody who, give you haphazard answers, and they really don't answer your question. They kind of glaze over it, because when you encounter that, they're really not looking to help you. They're looking to help themselves to get that sale, so they get that commission. Okay. Um, you want to write down all of your questions before you meet with that financial professional. Okay, write all the questions that you have down. When I'm working with clients, I even tell them, hey, if you have questions after our meeting, you can email me, you can text me. If you text me, it may not be an immediate response. More than likely, it won't be an immediate response. However, I will text you back within a reasonable time frame. Um, but I also tell them email me as well, and I will definitely email you back within 24 hours, right? Because you need to have the clarity that you need before you just jump into something, because that's a lot of times why people will they'll be all gung ho, but they still kind of have some reservations about something, and then the advisor may have kind of pushed them a little. And so they just went ahead and did it, but they didn't really feel safe. And so then they back out. They get buyer's remorse and they back out. Right. And so you don't want buyer's remorse, especially when you are looking to build your wealth. Okay. You want to make sure that you have all the clarity that you need, so that when you go into getting any type of product, that you know exactly what you're getting into and how this product is going to um, help you to reach your financial goals. Okay. Understanding your money is not only your responsibility, but it is also your birthright. Okay. And so now, if you can understand a cell phone plan, if you can understand how to use chat GPT, then you can definitely understand annuities. Okay. Trust yourself and know that you are getting something that is going to be beneficial for you and your finances in the future. Okay. And so this last one that this is just a bonus one that I wanted to throw in there, is that annuities aren't for women. They're outdated. Okay. And so annuities are old school and they are not for modern women. Okay. And so, one thing that I can tell you is that women are living longer. They are often outliving their partners and taking on more financial responsibility than ever before. Okay. And so, annuities can offer you guaranteed income that you cannot outlive, providing the kind of safety net that is actually future forward. Okay. You always want to be thinking about the future. And so the last live that I did on Monday, where I went over the basics of annuities, I talked about how, you need to be planning for a retirement of 30 years or more. Like, women, we're living longer. We are taking care of ourselves better, and we are just, doing the dang on thing, right? And so, you have got to plan for a retirement of a minimum of 30 years. Okay. Um, I just saw on YouTube this one channel I be watching, like two ladies. One was like 112 and one was 115. They had just celebrated their 112th and 115th birthday. And the one that turned 115, it was so cute. She said she lived that long from eating Cheetos and Dr. Pepper. I was like, that's so cute. But it's like we are living so much longer. And so you have got to plan for, a long life. You've got to plan for that. And so, you know, annuities are a great way to offer guaranteed income for you that you can't outlive. And so you don't want to shun annuities. You want to learn all you can about whatever financial products are available to you, so that you can make a choice and pick the right products for you. Okay. So let's recap. Annuities are not the monster under the bed. Okay. They are not out to get you and take your money and keep your money and you have no access to it. Annuities are a tool, just like 401ks, just like IRAs, and just like index universal life. Are they perfect for everyone? No, they are not. But are they misunderstood? Absolutely. And so I hope that the myths that I busted here in this video, I really hope that you watch, that you really got some clarity from this video, so that when you are looking into setting up your wealth retirement strategy, that you know you will consider annuities. Even if you decide not to get one, at least you'll consider it, because it's a tool that may be beneficial for you in the future. Okay. All right. And so that's what I have for you. And so if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And my goal is to always to provide practical, actionable financial advice to help you to take control of your finances and your future. And so now, if you would like to book a wealth retirement strategy consultation with me to discuss your insurance or retirement needs, you can do so using the link in the description of this video or on the channel homepage. Now, if this video did help you, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your business bestie or your water cooler homegirl that may need this info as well. And also subscribe. So if you like the content that I provide on this channel, and click the bell. And so that you get notified when I go live. Now, if you have any questions about annuities, you can drop them in the comments below. And I will go back. I do answer all the comments. And if you want more financial guidance outside of the content that I provide on this channel, I invite you to grab my money toolkit. And so you can comment toolkit and I will reply with the link. All right. And so remember that the way to secure your financial future is to protect it now, because nobody is coming to save you tomorrow. Okay. Have a good one.